Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Nomad Sky. As always, Captain Beefy with the Game Vault here today, and we are going to go work on our freighter base today. Since the last episode, I hung out in that system for a while. I took on a few missions, and I shot up a butt ton of freighters. So I did get some more of those salvage frigate modules. I should have enough to get everything, at least all the vital stuff. I might not have enough for all the hallways and all that kind of stuff, but that's not really the most important things. It's mainly the meat and potatoes, you know, the rooms that we're going to need. So we're going to go ahead and get to work on building that base. Hopefully we have enough resources. We should. If not, we'll buy some stuff or go gather it, whatever. But let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. Alright, well, before we do any of that, we got to sell off a bunch of trade goods and garbage that we gathered. So I'm going to knock all that out real quick here. I had to store some of it on the ship, but I'm not worried about that right now. We'll go get that later. But for now, let's sell some crap that we don't need. A trove of cursed materials. You get so many of those oddball items, it's not even funny. Hypnotic fruit, goodbye. That can go. But yeah, you can make millions just doing this. Ooh, don't want to sell that. When we got here, so we got a cargo bulkhead, I think from, yeah, we ran that one mission that we had at the end. And then when we got here, we'd been playing for so long and all that we did our jump here. There was a freighter battle, so we just went in and got that finished off and taken care of. You know, just flew in and landed on the ship, so we got the free cargo bulkhead. So we got an extra 2 bulkheads to beef up the ship a little bit. I'm going to go ahead probably and put those in the technology slots. That way we'll have enough room for any upgrades that we find. There's the ship we defended. Here's ours, so let's get to work, man. I wanted to keep going, but I'm tired. This is done. Man, get enough to do all the drives and all that, but no, we're not doing that today. We'll work on that at another time. So for now, let's go to your rooms. Alright, so let's do it. Right here at the upgrade control panel. And we will do base parts and upgrades. Yeah, we got 17 modules. You can see they wouldn't go far here. We would use 4, 8, 16, and we would only get up to the chromatic warp shielding for the green stellar bodies. We wouldn't even be able to get to the blue one, so we're not going to waste our time with that yet. Oh yeah, we'd have to use that one. But here, these will go a long way, right? So not important, not important. As far as an order of importance here, the expansions aren't the most important, but we have enough for everything. Yeah, look at it. We only need a few. Okay. So I do want the materializer, even though we don't have any exocraft yet. That will come in handy. The stellar extractor room is not important at all, but we will get it because we have the stuff for it. The nutrition room is cool for cooking food and all that. Got these cultivation chambers. Now there's 2 different kinds here, right? You got this one, the biological room. Oh, that's just a basic. I'm sorry. Alright, this is the basic cultivation chamber, and this is the advanced one. So this one holds more plants. Definitely worth getting. The teleport chamber's nice. It's nice being able to teleport from your ship, you know, to another place. And the appearance modifier room, not that important. But, you know, screw it. For the sake of having all of it so that we can build out in a way that looks good, we'll just get all those. And then here we got 8 left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're not going to have enough to get everything. So let's go ahead and do the glass corridor. Glass stairs, ladder module. We'll do the stairs. That way we can build an upstairs if we want. We'll do the window because it's nice to look outside. The internal freighter wall. Exterior, exterior, exterior. I'm not going to mess with any of the exterior stuff right now. Oh, that's kind of cool. That would require 2. Let's do the ladder. Alright, we got 4 left. We are going to get at least this core resonator. Oh, crap. Alright. Well, we'll have to do that later. Now let's add additional storage. We got 2 of those, right? Yeah. So we'll go ahead and put them right up in here. And now our freighter is good to go. We can build this thing out any way we want to, which is kind of sweet. So, where to begin? I think we'll do this in 3 stages. We'll do the front area first, the where we conduct all of our missions, our frigate missions and stuff like that. Then we'll do an industrial area with all the storage and everything. So what we need to do is just basically start breaking everything down, that because we are going to end up replacing it and doing it in a way that makes more sense. So go ahead and destroy that. Pick that up. Now you could do a bulk destruction of everything, but you don't recover any resources when you do that, so that's not something I want to do at this point. I'd rather, you know, do it piece by piece to get at least most of my stuff back. Alright, so we have broken it down. And we have nothing. Absolutely nothing. But we got plenty of resources, so we'll be able to start building here. So I'll tell you what I like to do. And before you even start building into your base at all, I like to put a save point down right outside of it. Because things can go wrong inside your freighter. I've gotten stuck in there a few times. And it can be frustrating. It's good to just be able to say, alright, you know what? Before you go into your freighter, you hit the save point real quick and then you run in. That way, if things go awry, you can just reload that save. A health thing is also nice out here. I usually put it inside, but this is the first time I've put it outside, and that's just basically a convenience thing. That way, whenever I'm on board and if I was out fighting sentinels or something like that and might have a little bit of damage, I could just hit that up and get myself healed up right away. So we got 3 different sets of rooms. You've got technology, biology, and industrial. Now the technology and biology, I think, work on the same height, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and put in an expansion room just to show you. Okay, so there's a technology one. And the cultivation one, the biology one. Here we go. So you see these work on the same height level, right? There's no differential as you walk from room to room. Just the different look of them. So they go together fairly nicely. But if you put 2 of the same kind of room together, they go together even more nicely. They open up into a larger room. You see how we still have this separation here? We'll put another technology down right here just to show you the difference. So there's a definite change from one area to another when you go from technology to biology. Okay. Now the third type of room, the industrial ones, and we'll just do a basic expansion. Not only does it create a separation, it's also a step down, so it lowers when you go into it. But just like the other ones, it opens up into a much larger room without the separation. So depending on how you want your ship designed, you're going to use, this will help determine it. Like if you're trying to mix things up a little bit, you're going to have this funkiness right here separating your room out if you want a big room. So you're not going to be able to combine technology and biology into a single monstrous room. Let's go ahead and destroy these real quick. And you saw we had a random guy appear. You will have random guys appear on your ship. That's your crew. They'll start popping up once you start building stuff and making it larger and larger. And it seems like the more you have, the bigger, or the bigger your base gets, the more of those guys you'll get. Okay? And you can also, you know what? Let's do something different here. This is something I always fail to do from the beginning, and I keep meaning to do, because I think it'd be kind of cool. Let's change the color scheme a little bit, right? So we're red and black on our outfit. Let's do red and black for this. Yeah, I like it. And when you're laying these down, one thing you're going to want to be aware of as you're putting these rooms down is how you do the floors, okay? You see these floors are going all the same direction. If you approach from a different angle, like... Now you see we have the floor turned to the side. So if we wanted to make a really big room, all of a sudden it would look kind of weird because you've got some pointing left to right, some pointing front to back, and that can be kind of a pain in the butt. So check that as you're doing it. Because let me tell you, there's nothing more frustrating than getting all finished up, then you look down and you're like, oh man, that looks like crap because I didn't get it right. And yeah, that really, I've had that happen and it's so frustrating. It's like, come on, man. I'm better than that, right? And that's mainly with these type of rooms. Now, when you get to the other rooms that have stuff in it, like let's put a scanner room in, for instance. And again, don't forget to change your colors. See, that one really doesn't matter, right? It is what it is. It looks great. So I always like to have that right up front, because once I do get my drives upgraded and I'm warping with my freighter, go to a new system, boom, I get there. Alright, we arrive. First thing I always will do is run over to my scanner room and boom, scan the system and then upload the results, and life is good. I now have I can now see everything that's in the system, all the different planets, so I know if what I'm looking for is in this system. And if I'm looking for like a corrupted Sentinel planet, I can see which one it is right here. Like this is a dissonant system, so we had one in here. And that's Maureen, the Hymel planet, the cold planet. So I know which one to look for when I get my ship. I'm not busy scanning each and every little planet with my ship. They're already done. Now I also like to put the teleport chamber kind of up front too, because we need one antimatter and one amino chamber. Damn it. Can we make these? Can't make the amino chamber, huh? Alright, so that's going to put that on hold. But we will put an expansion there. You see the floor is facing the wrong way, just a little R1 or L1. And that makes it face the right direction. So that's where that's going to be. That's unfortunate that we can't make that yet, but there might be a couple of these that we need to buy parts for, or we'll head over to the anomaly and get the recipes for them if we have to. I'm sure there's some stuff we're going to need to do like that. What else do we need up here? Fleet command rooms are important for launching missions. Without them, you cannot launch missions. So you can get up to 30 ships, right? 30 frigates. I like to kind of line these up, and I like to have 5 of them at least, even though I don't need 5 right now. But I'll be able to launch 5 missions at a time, which is great. You know, especially as you advance through the game a little bit, you get more frigates. Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. Let's go ahead and connect these. Do the flip. Boom, done. And I'll knock all this out right here for now. Just with the basic rooms. And we've got our very, very basic command room up front here. It's nice. It matches the color of our old Darth Vader outfit, which is pretty cool. Now we get an appearance modifier room. That's not really important to have, but if you want to put it on there, great, go for it. A galactic trade terminal, we can build one of those, so we will. Let's go ahead and get that the right color. And I'm going to put it right behind where I'm going to have my teleporter. So if I wanted to trade for some stuff, now I have the opportunity to do so. May as well look for amino chambers while we're here, right? Hey, we're not getting that lucky. But it's worth a try. You know, I always like having one of those on a base just because it's a great way to buy parts that you may or may not, that you may need, you know, if you just can't afford them or if you don't have them at the time or you don't have the ability to make them. So there's that. So yeah, this is very big, very basic. I like it roomy. Let's go ahead and finish this off. There we go. We got a nice big command room. It was quite dark. Could put some reinforced windows in, but we don't have any glass as of yet, so there's that to consider. Our teleporter will go here. We've got our scanner, and we've got the ability to launch ships from here on missions. And of course, here's our mission guy. I forget what kind of vessel we have. Let's take a look real quick. What I should do is go ahead and buy one of each. So we have a science. I should get an exploration, a combat, and a trade, and maybe a support one. Get 5 of them all together, and then I can send out balanced missions, you know, because I'll have all the different ships, so it'll cover all the bases there. You know, like this nice little 1-star one would be really easy to do. Otherwise, yeah, none of these are really doable right now for me. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and look for some of those as well, see what we can come up with. But for now, this is the very, very, very first step. So I want to run over to, let me just verify what I need again. I think it was the amino chambers, right? And I have the antimatter. So just one amino chamber, really. That's not bad. So we'll head on out and we'll go over to the anomaly. That's where we can buy the recipes to get the items that we need to build these things. Damn it. Now another thing that you can do is there is a series of missions that involve an overseer and all that. That's the one that gets you your overseer for your base and your weapons expert and your farming expert and all that. It's a long series of missions, but it gets you these various experts for your ship. When you get those unlocked, there's no way to buy them that I know of. You're going to have to just do those missions eventually, and they can be done. I think we can do them from without having a base. I mean, we might need to set up a temporary one just to get them kicked off, but I'm pretty sure we can. But in any case, once you unlock each of those specialists, you'll be able to put the room on your freighter and have the specialists, you know, real crew members there. Let's go over here and buy the amino chamber thing. As you can see, it's right here. We already got the hermetic seals, so yeah, we can make one. All we need is a piece of metal plating. It'll cost us 250 nanites. We got plenty. We're only going to buy on a as-we-need basis, so let's go ahead make the metal plating. And we'll make the amino chamber, and we'll go ahead and put that on our ship now. Because, hey, yeah, that's awesome. Just work directly to it. Okie dokie. So I wanted to put it right here, so let's go ahead. We'll have to delete this room. So we'll select the teleport chamber, delete that, select the teleport chamber, color it properly, turn it the way we want it to face, and there it is. Now we can travel to any space station we want, any base we have, which we don't have any. But yeah. Now these work the same as, it seems like these work the same as the ones in the actual space station. So if you're in a regular system, you will not be able to teleport to a pirate system. I'll show you. Network restricted. See, pirate system, network restricted. And if I'm in a pirate system, I won't be able to teleport to a regular one. So there is, you know, a little limitation on what these things can do. This color scheme is pretty brutal, huh? We still got 3 of those left. We're going to keep them on there. Put this back, and I wonder if we can... Let's make a little bit of glass, and we'll add some windows in just for posterity's sake, you know? Make it look good. So, throw in some carbon. And... bit of silicate powder. And we'll make some windows. We're not going to make 28 of them. We'll make about, oh, I don't know, let's say 6 of them. That should be enough. That'll help open up the room a little bit, make it look a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer. And then we'll start hunting down the rest of the ships that we need, the rest of the frigates. It'll cost us some money, but we got plenty of money right now. Oh, damn it. Fat finger didn't went too fast. It'll cost us a lot of money, but we've got money. Not a big deal. We can make money without an issue either, so that's good. Alright, so let's pop in some of these windows. See, they take over the wall outside, so, you know, you can put it inside if you wanted, but I don't know why you would do that. So there's 1, 2, 3. Go over here to the other side. That's kind of nice. It opens up the room a little bit, gives you a little bit of room to look outside. You know, as a player, your height is a little off, but you know, it still works. It's cool. Cool. So we have a nice basic setup so far. Now, another thing I like to do, and you don't have to run power in these things like you do other bases, like your home base and all that. You can get away without having that. So let's go ahead and put something cool in here. I did like this black hole sign. Black hole in the wall. Actually, I like it a lot. So I'm going to try to get this to do what I did before, where it's almost like an entrance. Trick is getting it lined up right. Let's see how this looks. A little bit off. Let's try it from this angle. Oh yeah, we gotta change the color too. That's better. Yeah, look at that. See, now we got a nice little archway leading in, right? It's fun using some of these items for stuff other than what they're intended to be used for. But whenever I have doors, I don't have all the lights yet. I do like to put like a green light above doors, because if I'm in a big room like this and there's, you know, different doorways, different directions, I always put one on the one that leads me out of the area. Like, let's say I put an industrial area back here, which is what I'm going to do. I'll put a red light above that, and I'll put a green light above that. That way I know the green light leads me back to the bridge, the red light will lead me to an industrial area. On the other side, I would put a green light, and that would lead me back to here, and eventually out to the front of the ship. So it's kind of like just my own personal little code there. I don't know if that's something you're interested in doing to help make things a little bit easier for navigating your vessel. It also helps if somebody's visiting my freighter and like, how do I get out of here? Just follow the green lights. Wherever you are on the ship, just follow the green lights. I'm only going to have one green light in every room. I'm not going to have one over here leading to an outside deck or anything like that. No, just one right there. Right up there where those three longer red lines are. And that's it. So, pretty cool. Now, other stuff you can put up here, I don't have a lot yet. We're going to have to buy some more things. We got some cool decorations we could add if we wanted to. All the freebies that we got from the Quicksilver store here. Here's that one light fissure that we picked up on that one planet. You know, so feel free to decorate however you want. There's tons of decorations in the game. And we got flags, we got skulls, we got the hologram, but he's already out here. Let's look at this one here. So here's another interesting sign. This one's a wall-mounted one. These are kind of hard to get them looking right, though. See how its angle is? But, you know, it doesn't really have a place in here. I was just putting it up there for the fun of it. But yeah, tons of cool stuff you can add and place in different areas. Here's the one I wanted to look at again. This would be like right up there would be a good spot for it. It's a little cockeyed. Yeah, that's a lot of... Oh. Yeah, it's cockeyed. It takes precision. There's no snapping with these things, unfortunately. Or not these type of things, at least. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, that's going to be it for today as far as getting the initial freighter room built. These are just my suggestions on how to do things. I mean, this is very bare bones. and it's a little over prepped. Like in the beginning, you don't need 5 of these. 1 of these will be more than enough, but I'm planning ahead because once we start recruiting frigates, we recruit a bunch of them. And once I get my first living frigate, we're going to be getting tons of living frigates. So we'll be able to send out multiple missions daily. It's something that I often neglect with a regular save because you're not always on your freighter, but with this guy, it's going to be a vital part of operating the ship because those things make a lot of money. I'm going to be on my freighter every episode because it's the only place I can go to process things in a refiner, access my storage, and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be very important to be here on a daily basis, and I may as well launch these missions as I get access to them. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of the initial layout here. Like I said, this is the basic bare bones part, so we'll have fun decorating it and personalizing it as we move forward. Let me know what you prioritize on your bases and your freighter bases. And don't forget to leave a like on the comment or a like on the video if you enjoyed it at all. And please subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications. I do these videos daily. I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.